Welcome back to Context of the Past. Today, we're stepping back in time, not to the halls of kings or the heat of battle, but to the muddy fields and humble homes of the vast majority of people in the Middle Ages. We're going to spend a day in the life of a medieval peasant. Let's call our peasant Thomas. Our day starts early, long before the sun even thinks about rising. The first sound isn't an alarm clock, but the crow of a rooster, a sound that pierces the pre-dawn chill. Thomas, his wife Eleanor, and their children are sleeping not in separate bedrooms, but all together in a single room, often sharing a straw-stuffed mattress on the floor. Privacy is a luxury they can't afford and don't expect. Their home, known as a crook house, is small, dark, and smoky. It's made of wood, wattle, and daub, basically a mix of woven lattice, clay, and mud. A fire pit in the center of the room provides the only heat and light. But with no chimney, the smoke fills the air, stinging their eyes and coating everything with a layer of soot. The floor is just packed earth, and sharing the space are often a few precious animals, like chickens or even a calf, huddled in for warmth and safety during the night. The first task of the day is to get the fire going again and prepare a simple breakfast. This isn't a feast of bacon and eggs. It's usually pottage, a thick stew of grains like oats or barley, mixed with whatever vegetables are on hand peas, beans, onions, or cabbage from their small garden patch. It's bland, but it's filling and provides the energy needed for a long day of hard labor. They'll eat this from simple wooden bowls, using spoons carved from wood or animal horn. As the sun begins to peek over the horizon, Thomas heads out to the fields. As a peasant, or more specifically a villein, he doesn't own the land he farms. It belongs to the local lord of the manor. In exchange for a small plot of land to grow his own food, Thomas owes the lord labor. This is called corvée labor. Several days a week, he must work the lord's personal fields, the domain, before he can even think about tending to his own. The work is backbreaking and relentless. Today it's plowing season. Thomas isn't using a powerful tractor. He's guiding a heavy wooden plow pulled by a team of oxen. The soil is heavy and rocky. It's a slow, grueling process, walking mile after mile behind the animals, turning over the earth one furrow at a time. There are no headphones with music or podcasts to pass the time, just the sounds of the wind, the lowing of the oxen, and the shouts of other peasants working nearby. Meanwhile, back at the house, Eleanor's day is just as demanding. Her work is a constant cycle of tasks essential for the family's survival. She tends to the small vegetable garden, a patch of land called a croft, right by their cottage. She milks the family goat or cow, if they are fortunate enough to own one. She'll spend hours grinding grain by hand with a heavy quernstone to make flour for bread, a staple of their diet. She also has to fetch water. There's no tap in the kitchen. She has to walk to the village well, or a nearby stream, carrying heavy wooden buckets. This water is used for everything: drinking, cooking, and the very limited washing they do. Then there's spinning wool into thread, mending clothes, preparing the midday meal, and of course, looking after the children. For a peasant woman, the work is never truly done. The children aren't just playing. From a young age, they have chores. A young boy might be out in the fields with his father, scaring birds away from the newly sown seeds. A young girl would be helping her mother with tasks around the house, learning the skills she needs for her own future. School is an impossible dream for them. Their education is a practical one, focused on survival. Around noon, the church bell rings, signaling a break for the midday meal. Eleanor or one of the children might bring food out to Thomas in the fields. It's not a long, leisurely lunch. It's a quick refuel. The meal is likely more pottage, or perhaps a chunk of coarse, dark bread made from rye or barley, with a piece of cheese and an onion. Meat is a rarity, reserved for special feast days or holidays. The pig they are raising is more valuable as a source of future income, or to be cured and salted for winter than for a casual Tuesday lunch. After the short break, it's back to work. The afternoon is a repeat of the morning's toil. Thomas continues plowing until the light begins to fade. The seasons dictate the work. In summer, it would be the hay harvest, a frantic period of cutting, drying, and storing hay for the animals' winter feed. Later in the year, it's the grain harvest, the most crucial time of all. The entire village, men, women, and children, would work together from sunrise to sunset, cutting the wheat with sickles. The success of the harvest meant the difference between surviving the winter and starvation. As the sun sets, casting long shadows across the fields, Thomas finally unhitches the oxen and trudges home, his body aching from the day's labor. He's exhausted, covered in dirt and sweat. The evening meal is waiting. It's likely you guessed it, more pottage, perhaps with a few more vegetables thrown in if they're lucky. This is the main meal of the day, the time when the family gathers around the fire. This isn't a time for television or scrolling through social media. It's a time for telling stories, for mending tools, or for Eleanor to continue her spinning by the dim firelight. The church was the center of their social and spiritual life. Religion was woven into the fabric of their existence, a source of comfort and explanation for a life filled with hardship and uncertainty. The holy days, or holidays, were the main source of rest and celebration, welcome breaks from the endless cycle of work. Life was also filled with constant risks. A minor injury, like a deep cut, could easily become infected and life-threatening. A failed harvest could mean famine. Disease could sweep through the village with devastating speed. The average life expectancy was short, perhaps only reaching into their 30s or 40s. Many children didn't survive past infancy. As darkness fully envelops the village, the family prepares for sleep. They extinguish the fire, plunging the small cottage into near-total blackness. They settle down on their straw mattress, pulling thin woolen blankets over them. The day is done. It was a day of sweat, toil, and repetition, governed not by clocks, but by the sun and the seasons. It was a life of incredible hardship, but it was also a life of community, of faith, and of resilience. This was just one day. Imagine repeating this, day after day, year after year. It gives us a profound appreciation for the immense challenges faced by the ordinary people who formed the backbone of medieval society. Their lives were so different from our own, yet their struggles and their desire to provide for their families are universal human experiences. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time with context of the past. If you found this glimpse into a peasant's life fascinating, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into history. Let us know in the comments what other aspects of the past you'd like us to explore. Until next time, stay curious.